Alex, TJ, it's great to see you from Crosscut Saw, brilliant blues band. Can you tell us a little bit about the history of the band?
Yeah, Crosscut Saw has been going for about 15 years now. Started it with Rob, who used to I shared a house with, and then one day Richard turned up and knocked on the door, looking for somewhere to live. I recognised the fact that he was a drummer, and I said, "Oh, yeah, that's great. I can rent you a room as long as you play in my band." And 15 years later, he's still at it. Rob's done the sensible thing, got out while he could, but but yeah, we've been so we started our band and been playing around and about doing all sorts of things for the last 15 years.
Yeah, you've played all over the place, haven't you?
Yeah, we've been to Holland and Memphis and Barnoldswick. It's been a whirlwind adventure.
Truly international.
Yeah.
And you're playing the Cone Blues Festival.
That's right. Yeah. We've got 2 slots there. We're on the Sunday the 29th at 1:30 at the Crown and 7:30 at the Admiral Rodney.
And you've played the Blues Festival a few times, haven't you?
Yeah. I think we've done it. This is probably the 5th or 6th time we've been there now. So we've had a couple of years off from time to time, but we'll try and get back there.
And TJ, you're the harmonica player in the band.
Yeah.
Yeah. You tell us a little bit about your harmonicas and things, because I know harmonica players really get into the harmonica and the mics.
We're as sad as anyone else. Believe it. Yeah, I guess I'd be classed as a traditional blues harmonica player. So I use the traditional Honna Marine Band harmonica, albeit custom tuned, etc., and better sealed for air. All the harp players will know about that stuff. I use them, and I use fairly traditional bullet style microphones. This one's made by Static, and then there's the famous Shaw Green bullet. They have an old style element inside them, and they look pretty. And they're easy to hold because of the shape, so you have to hold them like this. So
to get all your sounds and techniques.
Yeah, you can be as geeky as you like. And you can collect loads of microphones and all different things, but I tend to stick to 2 that I know work for me.
The authentic blues sound from it.
Yeah. Importantly, run it into a valve amp as well. That's key to it. And the same with guitars.
Even more importantly, run it into a hardwired valve amp, preferably not one with a PCB.
Yeah, really.
What's a PC? What's a PCB?
A circuit board. Just a circuit board, like you would get in your TV or DVD.
Fantastic. And that one mic you've got in your hand, it's quite old, isn't it?
That is an original 40s one, yeah. So I'm told. It came with the original little stand and everything.
Fantastic.
So, yeah, but they're pretty much the same. I've got a modern one that comes from the same mould.
Records, have you got any albums?
Yeah, we've got a CD out that we recorded some time ago. So that's called In Debt You Bet, which has got a different lineup on. With Richard and I are still. Richard's still playing drums, and I do guitar and singing, a bit of harmonica, and then there's Rob, who I spoke of earlier, and another Rob playing bass, Rob Bromhead, who's no longer with us. He decided to get a life instead. So we're planning soon to get back into the other side of the glass and record a new album.
Yeah, because you also run a recording studio. We're going to talk to you about that a little bit later.
That's right.
That's good. Yeah, which is Factory Street Studios. We're going to ask you, where can people get your album?
Directly from us is the best place. So.
Not on iTunes or
no, we haven't got around to entering the digital age with that particular. Terrible example for that sort of thing for all the bands that we work with and all that sort of. In the studio, I recommend that they do all sorts of things like get their music for sale on digital download and so on, and then just don't do any of that sort of thing for themselves.
Yeah, well, you're a live music sort of gigging band, aren't you?
Yeah, I think gigs is definitely where we kind of focus our energy, and it feels like the music that we make when we play gigs is what we're really about, connecting with people. It being a no-nonsense, real, down-to-earth thing. It's not about posturing, and it's not about like pretending to be stylish or something that you're not. It's about just getting in touch with music and communicating.
So TJ, you're in a sense you're the newest member of the band.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. Where did you meet up with everybody?
Originally, funny enough, I went to Colne Blues Festival
All right.
a few years ago, and someone suggested I go and play at the acoustic room. So I watched some really good people play there, and then they had a jam thing, so I put the name down and made a point of asking for someone that could play proper blues guitar. I won't explain what I mean by that, because it's relative to you and me and anyone else who decides that's what proper blues guitar is, but I had a particular thing, and the guy put me with that.
Brilliant.
So,
And did he play a proper blues guitar?
Played proper blues guitar. It was one of them funny situations where you both get up, you don't know each other, and you don't know what's going to happen.
So it was a true jam, out of which came a new member to the Cross.
yeah, after it only took about 4 years to get you in the
Yeah, it was quite
about
quick.
4 years. Yeah. I think we met up once after that. TJ came up to Leeds and visited us, and we went and did a few gigs together.
Yeah.
And sometime later, TJ's moved up to the area and is now becoming a real northerner.
So you'll be looking forward to going back to the Colne then?
Yeah, I really am actually.
Yeah, it should be a good day. That.
Yeah,
Definitely.
I can't wait. I went there originally because a great harmonica player, Paul Lamb from the UK, was playing. Paul's helped me out, and I have a lot of respect for him. And also Little Charlie and the Nightcats were playing, which is an American band that I particularly admire. And I got a lot more out of it than I thought I would do.
Right.
It's going to be fantastic. I really can't wait to play.
Did you teach yourself harmonica?
Yeah, fairly traditionally. I learned by ear, but I had a couple of local harmonica players that were good, and learned, and then kept on at it. And
I think the blues tradition is very much one of teaching yourself, but at the same time people show you something here and there, and you might sit down with someone fairly regularly and learn off them, but you learn very much by somebody playing something, and you copy it, and you try and copy, and you try and copy, and then as you get better and better at it, you find that you can make up a whole vocabulary out of all the things that you've copied and learned off people, and start moving it around and start expressing yourself instead of just copying other people. And that's really fundamental to all of music, but in blues and folk music there's very much a tradition of doing that, where it's the folk tradition of handing down things orally, and that, you know, it's all stored in heads, and there are people who write books about it and stuff, but you never get it from a book. You have to play. You have to be a part of understanding what things feel like and how it's supposed to go. It's so easy with music like blues music to get it wrong and to sound really not soulful, because it's all about communicating from the soul. And if you forget that and you're thinking about how your fingers move and what you're supposed to be doing with this hand and that hand, counting and things, then it becomes meaningless. It's got to be
brilliant
music from the soul.
So if you're playing the Colne Blues Festival, have you got any other gigs coming up in the next couple of months?
Well, we've got we're playing at the Swan in Liversedge, and that's Friday night this week, so that'll be Friday the 20th, maybe. And then the 21st we're playing at the Hop in Leeds. I believe there are more gigs. There's one coming up fairly soon at the Hop in Wakefield and the Blues Bar in Harrogate, both of which are great venues to play as well.
Brilliant. And of course, if they want to find more about you and more about your gigs, they could come to your web space, couldn't they?
Yeah, we've got our MySpace is probably the most up to date with gigs and so on. It's myspace.com/Crosscut Saw, or one word. Or you could find us at crosscutsaw.co.uk, which is very out of date, but you can link through to our MySpace where the gigs are there.
Fantastic.
Maybe one day we'll update it and it'll be like a great party.
Well, thank you very much. I've really enjoyed this conversation with you. It's been brilliant.
It's a pleasure
talking to us.
Thank you.